Okay guys, the question came up about kicking. Let's do more kicking. Right on. Most people are just too lazy most of the time. And again, practicing good kicking, that'll help improve everything because all the same principles are involved. Now you just got to get really good at doing stuff on one leg. So first thing we went over, just getting this feeling of softening the lower body joints. Okay, a lot of people are pretty good about feeling and getting loose up top, but they still have kind of solid lower body. So, you know, they might be getting good at shifting their weight or something, but this is still a lot of excess tension. Ideally, you want to rid yourself of that excess tension even down here. Okay, again, it's hard because you still need to hold yourself up. Okay, so I'm not saying get rid of all tension and just collapse on the floor, but you still want to remove as much tension as possible. Like remove it from your hips, remove it from your knees. Even if you're on one leg, there's holding yourself up with a lot of tension and trying to get rid of that excess tension. The feeling, the sensation is that basically all the effort is moving down within your body, and the pressure between the bottom of your foot and the ground is getting larger. It feels like more pressure. It's not a real thing. I weigh the same, right? But in terms of how you're using your body and your musculature to hold yourself up, you're being more efficient and you're doing less and less work as you really sink down into the ground. So that's one thing. You want to do exercises paying attention to that. Even when you're doing the basic kicking exercises, feel that. Any basic exercise that we do, you can make it much more sophisticated by really paying attention to those internal feelings, making it as efficient as possible. All right? And then that brings us to what's important in guided chaos kicking. It's not about like trying to kick hard. It's not about trying to kick far or long. It's all about balance on your root leg, having your whole body in the right position, and then just accuracy and sensitivity. Knowing and feeling where you can kick at all moments and positioning your body for maximum effect. At the same time, you're always keeping your balance centered. You're not leaning or coming up out of your root. You're sinking down into your root because you might need to do other stuff at the same time from whatever angle. Okay, I might be about to kick here and someone else is coming from there. I need to be able to do that. He might move his leg out of the way at the last minute. I have to keep my own balance. Okay, I cannot be falling into my kick. Okay, so it's all about keeping the arm loose, right? Excuse me, keeping the leg loose. Just like when I hit with my arms, I want to keep my arm loose and my body unity does the work, right? And my drop, same thing. I would never want to hit him like this, because you see why, right? Miss, let me miss, right? I'm overcommitted, I'm losing balance. I'm stiff if he does stop. Yeah, now stop it. I'm stiff if he does stop it, and look what happens to my body. Okay, I want to keep my arms loose, boom, right, so that my whole body can continue to move. Same deal with the legs. I want to keep my legs loose so that I can kick. I'm not apex oriented. If I'm kicking and he suddenly moves in, right, whoop, doesn't matter. I'm on balance, and my kick, whether it's out here or in here, still has an effect as I drop. Okay. I want to use my whole body as efficiently as possible. Not any weird positions of the foot. At a basic level, you're just using your shoe as the weapon. And the same way you would stomp a soda can or a cockroach, that's how you want to treat him. Okay? Use the hard toe. Hopefully you have a hard toe to just break stuff. Not trying to use big momentum or anything. Just taking his bones apart, right? As you go, wherever it happens to be, while being able to do everything else. Anytime you have friction between your foot and the ground, you don't have any root whatsoever. You might as well be up in the air. Okay? You need to have friction-free contact with the ground, which means that as you step, you need to be stepping into the right position to do whatever you're going to do. This doesn't mean being clairvoyant. It just means, just like the basic footwork exercises, box step, whatever, you're building good habits of where you put your feet. And you just learned this through contact flow. So yeah, the key things in kicking become not like how hard or fast or high you can kick. No, in order to be effective, you need to have that one leg balance and develop that to the ultimate degree. You need to be able to feel, to place your body in the best position. And perfect example, I didn't expect his second leg to come in there. I was going for that other leg, it changed, still on balance, right? And still could do something here. Anytime a kick with the foot gets jammed real close, it could just turn into a knee, okay? And all the same stuff applies to knees as well, right? Just like with the foot, from any angle, you want to be able to, kick with balance. The knee from any angle, boom. You want to be able to break stuff, not hold on to him for balance and try to swing with all your momentum. No, just from here, boom, crack. Just feel what you can break from whatever angle while doing other stuff too, right? The exercises to do that, they're very simple, right? You do these exercises, boom, place the foot, transfer the weight, boom, making sure you're sinking straight down, place, boom, place, look at different angles, boom. Notice I'm keeping my arms under control. You don't want your arms to be involved in your balance, okay? So at the beginning, just keep them under control and close to you, right? Even if I'm doing this drill more randomly, just stepping to various places, step, boom. Feeling, if I'm about to lose balance, sink deeper, okay? And eventually you want to be able to do different stuff with your hands, even as you're kicking, okay? Beware about getting like too fancy, what John said, especially during contact flow. Don't be like leg twiddling or leg fencing. One or two motions with the leg and then something else happens, okay? In his experience, he was able to use kicks a lot, especially preemptively, but in a lot of like the really most chaotic melees, both feet were needed just to keep balance, all right? So it's not like, don't feel like pressure to use kicks all the time, although they can be very efficient. Your priority is your balance, right? If I'm here and he's knocking me over, oh shit, right? My priority is getting my balance, bam, and then whatever else happens. Maybe after I have my balance, I can kick. If he's charging right at me, should I be trying to kick like that? I don't know. But if I have enough time to like get offline and kick, that might be, you laugh, that might be a different thing. Okay, so then again, whatever angle, if I see him coming, boom, right? If I can drop and kick there, wonderful. But I also need to be able to move. I don't want to get like this, where I'm off balance, intense, and screwed. I would much rather see you just get offline, and if you can use a kick at some point, or a knee, that's fine. But again, especially if you have some, preemptive knowledge, you're able to kind of see something coming, right? And I can get offline and kick, boom, that could be good. Sorry, I just punched you. You understand? So again, getting offline, getting in the correct position, and then kicking effectively with a loose leg and in the right places. You gain this sensitivity to disassemble people's lower bodies, especially from the ground fighting exercises, right? When you're on the ground and you're doing contact flow, primary sticking point your feet with someone who's standing trying to get in, or someone else who's on the ground, that sort of thing. You can build up a lot of sensitivity because you're not really depending on the legs at that point for balance, right? You're balancing everywhere else. You could really start feeling stuff and how people move. That translates directly into, if they're standing, boom, getting those good angles, right? Something like that, as opposed to, they're in that position, right? If I just stay in that position, right? If I get them like this, that's a very different experience versus this, right? Yes, no? Yeah. Okay. You probably can't even see the difference, but it's a matter of exactly how the foot's going in, right? And then again, just like that. And again, I have to have my sense of distance right too. If we're here, don't move, and I'm here and I try to extend, I just screwed it all up. I need to feel where I need to be. And again, all this stuff that we do slowly during the exercises, stepping, right? I place the foot, transfer the weight, and then see where I can kick from, that sort of thing. Under duress, he's moving, boom, I'm dropping, I'm instantly changing positions. Every time I drop, right, I can be changing my position, and continuing from there, okay? I'm never using momentum, never letting my momentum go through. My drop is always containing the over travel, right? I can stop, drop, if he pushes me off balance, drop, bam, there we go, okay? But again, your priority is your balance. So if he's hitting me really hard, it's like, whoa, bam, right? Probably not the time to be dancing on one leg, especially if there might be other people. Because remember, that's the other thing. Whenever you're kicking, you are on one leg. You cannot move for that split second. So if there's other people coming, I might get him dead to rights, but if 3 other people have the beat on me, that might be bad. I might be better off in that moment just moving, feeling where I can go elsewhere. Makes sense? Okay, so we did a lot of exercises just to start to feel that with impact. We had the guy holding the pad, sometimes pull it out of the way so that you test your balance, make sure you're not falling into the kick. We had the guy with the pad start whacking you with the padded stick. So you need to make sure you pay attention and you make sure you can move your hands independently no matter where you're kicking, right? Because again, at the end of the day, it's just single leg balance using 3 limbs instead of single leg balance just using 2, or 2 leg balance using 2, right? So we're gonna go on from there. We're gonna introduce more chaos, more pads. Got to pay attention. Whoever's holding the pad for the kicker